Magneto really cared about her.
Man, I wish we got that Magneto movie. We lost Big Gun 2.
Lost Big Gun Part 2.
We need Stryker. Is there a Wolverine cameo?
In some people's eyes, this is the final X-Men movie. Some, it's the penultimate. In many, they say it's the worst.
And many don't acknowledge it exists. There's a whole pantheon of Dark Phoenix observers and not.
I saw it a week before it came out in the theaters, and I remembered liking the first half just fine, and the second half not a huge fan of, but not thinking this was anywhere near as bad as people made it out to be.
I've seen it once. It was the only X-Men premiere I've ever been to. And I
Good
remember
for you.
But I remember that being like a set. I mean, I grew up with these movies, so it felt so good to be at an X-Men premiere. But I know that informed my experience because I think of this one as better than X-Men 3. And I know that's a crazy hot take. Like, I think this is in the middle.
I guess we'll find out. There's no way it could be worse than Origins Wolverine.
Literally no. But I think of it as like low middle, and maybe it's not. But I was so excited to be at an X-Men premiere.
I don't know.
But yeah, we've already watched the worst of them.
Hey, but we're here to go in with an open mind.
Yep.
We've been honest this whole time.
Much to the chagrin of the comments.
Oh, yeah. You guys are predictable.
Yeah.
Right away. Whenever we're done filming, like, there's going to be the top comment on Apocalypse. It says every time, but the top comment's going to be someone defending
It's actually great.
Yeah, I'm like, yep, exactly.
Even X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Keep it coming, though.
Yeah.
As long as you're here, we're okay.
And we appreciate it.
We're okay. We're okay. You're just easy to predict now. You're a new algorithm.
The people.
Thanks for being on this journey with us.
We appreciate
So we
you
antagonize
and your
you.
aggressive comments.
Are we destined to a fate beyond our control, or can we evolve, become something more?
This time, the evolution is about maturity and psychology and less about physicality.
Song's over, honey.
He's the creepy guy who tries to take advantage of Ellie in Last of Us.
Oh.
Reverend. An opening like this just looks like the parents will die.
Yep.
Dude, what are you doing? I don't know. It's not me.
Yeah, it is. Wow.
Woo!
Wow.
That is a brutal car accident. Man, oh, that's incredible.
That's pretty cool.
Good shot.
And really crashed that car.
That is an impressive stunt.
Oh, you're
And the
right.
cut to inside again? Man.
Sound design of that, too.
Who the second unit on this was. That was great. Ooh, that
Looks
mirror.
like Sophie Turner in that mirror.
Yeah, they did a really good job with casting.
Impressive mirror shot. Hey, that's a good opening.
That's a strong opening. Voiceover, not from Xavier, but from her, and then her origin.
Can she grow past this?
You see, I have a school that is for young people who are like you, special.
Special's just a nice word for
Weird or crazy.
It's crazy how they are just remaking The Last Stand.
So far.
Take this pen, right?
A chronological edit of this whole series.
And what you choose to do with your gift, well, that's entirely up to you. But if you want to use it to do good stuff, I can help.
I don't like the other doctors.
You seem like an evil child.
She really has that energy. They're planting that Phoenix seed. I really like him as a professor, and when they give him time to actually teach.
767, pew!
Not an Easter egg.
I break things.
If you break something, anything, I can fix it. I can help you so that you never have to break things ever again.
She doesn't seem that disturbed by killing her parents.
Yeah. He also just said he could fix anything and her parents are dead. Tricky there, Charles.
You are not broken.
I don't know if it's the casting or the writing that makes her seem so disconcerting.
Like the capturing of her.
Yeah.
Makes her feel like evil child.
I'm not broken. Smirks.
It is a hard pivot from Apocalypse, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
A super serious attempt on character-driven, first and foremost.
Yeah, it went from being a Saturday morning cartoon not successfully to like what Logan did right. I feel like each of these zigzags.
Now we're in the 90s. Let's see how much older everyone looks.
Don't worry, Havoc is still 30.
This is 10 years later.
15.
Not Apocalypse.
Oh, from Apocalypse is 10 years later, yeah. Wait, Apocalypse was 80s, right?
83, yeah.
Space Shuttle Endeavour has encountered problems on its mission.
I know what you're thinking.
He's like 60 years old now.
Even with the new booster rockets and all your modifications.
We're built for acceleration, not elevation, okay? Not this.
System experiencing massive failure.
And he's like late 40s.
He's got an X on his wheelchair.
Mr. President, are you seeing this on TV?
Direct line. Already more beasts than Apocalypse. So we've got like Grant Morrison, Frank Quietly costumes from that era.
We get the astronauts, we bring them home. We are going into space.
We're doing space missions now.
Forgot he was in this.
Let's go.
I like the Mystique hair, though.
I like these costumes. I just wish we had the other ones as well.
I didn't need to read your mind. It's written all over your face.
Anything goes wrong, I'll turn us around in a heartbeat.
I know you will.
Because I love you, and nothing bad's going to happen to you. The one thing Greg remembers from this movie.
These little moments still give me joy, like seeing the basketball court open up. It's still exciting.
And as an X-Men fan, there is something fun about it being in the 90s.
Yeah, I mean, you hope it captures that mall energy.
Also, love that James McAvoy gets to be a Charles Xavier who's actually bald for the whole movie.
It also feels directed. Like, remember we talked about one of the Bryan Singers feeling very like stiff, and I think Apocalypse.
You mean the last movie?
You know, when we watched that 8 years ago. But these frames feel intentional.
Not to worry, Mission Control. Help is on the way.
Damn, did McAvoy play Charles more than... Does he have more screen time as Charles than Patrick Stewart?
He might at this point, which is so crazy.
I love you.
Gene!
It's got some rousing music. It's a pretty exciting scene.
Opening of the space mission's bold.
It's an exciting scene, man.
A solar flare?
No, I've never seen a rating like this.
They really branded. Who's
Like
their
Batman.
branding? Yeah, they really went Batman rubbing on this thing. The Mystique makeup looks really good, though.
Yeah, it's
God
really cool.
Damn.
They made the makeup work with the eyes better. It doesn't feel like that weird CGI eye.
It's spinning too fast. I can't see inside the window.
Scott, I need you to blast that thruster. Slow down the spin.
Through the glass? Oh, he's going at, Oh, cool.
That is so comic booky.
Yeah, it is. It's like a torpedo of optic blast.
I love it. I f***ing love it, Coy.
This is more Saturday morning cartoon so far.
But it's kind of cool.
Yeah,
pretty cool.
I think it's better than X-Men 3 if I remember correctly.
Look at them working as a team.
Using each of their powers.
Be right back.
Wow.
He's not here. He was in the airlock working on the thruster.
Oh, the heat signature's rising fast.
That's terrifying.
I did not expect to get chills in this opening.
I can hold the ship together, but not from here. I need to get inside.
30 seconds.
Cool.
Is this like cosmic thingy factor into the movie?
I assume that's the Phoenix Force
yeah.
take 7, even though she kind of had it in Apocalypse. Woo!
Yeah, okay, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, and then Charles brought this upon her.
Where's Jade?
Kurt, where is she? Where is she? I'm sorry.
Simon Kinberg's strong writing on Cyclops continues. His panic for Jean.
She's just absorbing the Phoenix like, and you're chilling. The visuals are pretty great.
Feels more Phoenix Saga than...
X-Men 3.
Yeah. Good transition. Don't worry, you're going to do that a lot.
For years.
Years to come, buddy. How spooky that must be for everyone.
Just watch her absorbing everything.
Putting everything back together, her whole outfit, and she could breathe in space.
Yeah, she's just in space right now.
Oh, I like that Charles pressured her into a decision, which is what Simon Kinberg did in X-Men The Last Stand. You cage the beast gets in.
Is everybody okay?
I like the horror mood and the aura of it.
The ominous, like, chanting in the back.
So let's go.
Like, this is way more Saturday morning cartoon in the right way to me.
In the way it takes to take itself seriously.
Yeah, but, like, huge stakes and cosmic and...
I like the irony that they're finally being celebrated.
Yeah.
And now they might have just brought upon them the worst thing to become the biggest
the
enemies.
Planet Eater.
The Mystique toy. Sophie Turner is such a drastic change in casting.
Oh, yeah. Famke Janssen to her is so different.
Enjoy yourselves. You certainly deserve it. In fact, you all do. No more class at the end of the day.
That's how you make them heroes.
Yeah. That's how you reward them. When they do good, we get rewarded.
Feel fine.
Hank, would you take a look at Jean? Standard medical for anyone injured in the field. Thank you.
No, I would dissect her.
Stat.
It was almost sending his condolences. She should be dead.
Thankfully, she's not.
Yeah, so fuck off.
Just so dismissive.
You put those kids in danger.
They're not kids.
We're in our mid-70s now, Charles. We have to be careful.
Tell me it's not your ego. Being on the cover of magazines, getting a medal from the president.
Oh, that's straight out of Ultimate X-Men.
As opposed to being hunted and despised. Well, you know, actually, I do.
I can't actually remember the last time you were the one risking something.
Oof.
The women are always saving the men around here. You might want to think about changing the name to X-Women.
Oh, fuck. What'd this movie do? What did this
It was
movie
a good
do?
debate till
What
it got
is
woke.
going on here,
How does
movie?
she get to talk to him that way?
Even though she makes a very valid point.
Doesn't matter because she's a woman.
Whatever happened up there made you stronger. You're literally, and you're off the charts.
So what does that mean?
It's your hot shit.
We'll have to build a better machine.
How beast.
Thanks, Hank.
Thank Hank.
His range is crazy. Like, Nicholas Hoult is so good as Beast, and Lex is the opposite.
I thought I lost you today.
I'll always come back to you.
Do you feel they have chemistry?
Some of the time. Not all the time.
I'll just go with your opinion.
Do you think they have no chemistry?
Yours is more leading.
I just feel like there's moments that work and moments that don't.
I feel like
It's really hard to emote with your visor on.
I know, but I feel like Simon Kinberg is putting in a lackluster effort.
I forgot she was in this.
Yeah, she's the villain. They're like, are they Shi'ar? What are they? No, is it Shi'ar the comic? Or is
Shi'ar's
that
in the
movie?
comic.
Okay.
Because they couldn't use scrolls.
Yeah, what are they here?
Maybe they're Shi'ar because they couldn't use scrolls. I don't remember, but
Yeah.
Shi'ar is the
Shi'ar's
comic.
the space in the comic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look at her. She's a white angelic woman right now. White in terms of the white clothes, and white being because of Caucasian.
she is a
She's
Caucasian.
Caucasian
She's
and white.
With white eyebrows.
She looks like a mutant already. Oh, that's some like M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah, it
alien
really
stuff.
is.
Creepy. Oh wow, it's like those like erotic like species in the 90s, which is fitting for this movie.
It's so crazy they just couldn't use scrolls. They're just like blended.
Margaret?
What? That's not a Shi'ar.
No. Mutant Party. Dazzler! I don't remember this movie very well. I think that would be a fun pop star cameo in the future of the Marvel Universe. Casting like people said Taylor Swift because of Ryan Reynolds, but like a Halsey or somebody.
The Dark Phoenix making you this way.
2 more?
Irresponsible.
Full of compulsion.
No, it wasn't so long ago. We were throwing parties
Such
like
a
this.
reserved personality.
No, we're the only ones
Ty
left.
Sheridan.
Yeah.
I think they do that with Cyclops, which is interesting because it doesn't usually work because he's already reserved because of the visor.
Whatever's going on between you two, it'll blow over.
I love him, but he's different. It's different now.
Starting to plant the seeds for Onslaught and like Xavier breaking is interesting.
Yeah, but maybe that's what we should go do.
This is our life.
The
This is
benefit
what
of
we
getting to
wanted.
get young Xavier. When you're older Xavier, he can't be as flawed.
What do you think the X in X-Men stands for?
Censor. Exit out of the shit.
That's what Jennifer Lawrence is saying in this scene.
I do not like that Mystique and Beast are looking
Just
like human
human.
beings. Don't like it. I feel like it undercuts
A
the
lot.
last 40 years these guys have had together.
Can find peace and pride in being different.
And it undercuts her argument.
Confess, I don't really know what that word means, but it is a damn sight better than what you used to call us.
Rich laugh.
What a weird thing to...
Chuckle at.
Yeah. So that cosmic shit is connected to the Phoenix shit?
What
that
doesn't
is
make sense though
connected
is
to them?
10 years ago, she had Firebird stuff happen in Apocalypse. So is it meant to be like she was always destined, or it doesn't feel cohesive?
Amplified? Oh, it's like her brain is breaking.
Cool visuals, though.
Thank you.
So far, I think this is way better than Apocalypse.
A lot. I told you.
Like a lot
It's like
better.
mid-range
I
X-Men.
think this is so much better than Apocalypse so far.
I think it's about the middle. Everyone feels like they have a different thing to do, and the philosophy is already being asked. Like, if you're saving humans at the cost of mutants, like, it already has more to say than Apocalypse.
There's the threat of mutanthood being regressed in the public eye right now.
Using popularity for safety kind of makes sense. His ego's always been a thing, especially if, like, first class.
There's also just so much tension.
Her mutation has grown too powerful. For the first time, I can't penetrate her mind.
So that's what we're doing down here?
But look, they're wearing blue, so it's like they're Beast and Mystique.
I just think when you're getting paid millions of dollars, just shut up and wait to put the makeup on, you know? I'm just gotta say it, man.
It's just three people standing in Cerebro. It feels weird when it's Mystique, Beast, and Xavier.
Just saying, just like, do the time, just sit in that makeup chair.
Yeah.
I know it's annoying. You're getting paid millions of dollars, though.
I'd do it for thousands, but I'm not a good actor.
Like tens of thousands.
I'm not a good actor. I'd do it for you, but it wouldn't help.
Do it for less than tens of thousands.
Supposed to look like this?
Mind, ever psychic is a fragile thing. Takes only the slightest tap to tip it in the wrong direction.
That's a really cool visual.
This is much better Cerebro than the last movies.
What did you do to her, Charles?
I saved her.
The judgment, the defensiveness.
He is repeating beats from Last Stand, though, quite a bit.
Pretty directly.
For Professor X, especially.
But now it's McAvoy.
Quiet!
Here's what I was trying to save her from.
Charles.
That sounded like Magneto.
She's waking up.
This is so invasive.
Yeah. Literally watching her mind's eye.
For God's sake, Charles. Charles!
I heard my woman.
It was an accident.
I don't know what's happening to me. I can't control it. I can't.
That'd be so scary.
Scott, I need to.
That kind of power, not knowing what's happening.
Your father's...
He's alive. I can hear him.
He died in the crash, remember?
This is their best acted scene they've had together.
You feel that they care about each other. See, I was right. Sometimes it works. The two of them.
What did you see?
She's all desire, all rage, all pain.
Dude, I'm into this movie.
It's all coming out at once.
What's everyone's deal?
It must fall apart. But I remember thinking so highly of it, and now I'm like, I think I was right.
It must get terrible or something. Yeah, this is like so much better than Apocalypse.
She said she was going to see her father.
Prepare the jet. We're going to bring her home.
Please? Charles, you're in no condition.
She's going to find nothing good there.
In terms of remaking Last Stand, leaning more into seeing how Professor X is dealing with like the weight of fuck, I really fucked up here.
Yeah,
you know?
and his mistakes actually feeling like mistakes.
Versus when Patrick Stewart's, because of the screen time and yada, 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 was more about like, no, you don't get it. I had to do it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I like seeing one who's more disrupted by his choices.
Mutant. She has no idea what's happening to her.
I can use that. If we can control that power, we can resurrect our race. Begin again.
I know who they are now and what their goal is. Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Where is she?
Good. Yeah, we got all the necessary talking points out of the way.
Exposition and back to Jean.
It's also such like an intimate movie, you know?
It is, like we said, a character study versus whatever Apocalypse was.
Can I help you?
Dad?
I didn't remember he lived.
He is alive.
What did you do?
I protected her.
From the truth. There's another word for that.
I can understand being annoyed that it's repeating a plot beat, but it's such a much more fleshed out and better execution.
The depth of the plot beat.
So much more.
Also, so far, first-time director,
not bad.
Not the worst for a giant $200 million movie.
And also how the choices created a friction between him and Mystique.
Which has been laid groundwork for years.
It's so good to see you.
I'll get you some water, okay?
But he also said, like, it would be bad for her to be here. And
yeah.
Why?
Maybe he blames her for his wife being dead.
Maybe.
Which, you know, she would read quickly.
Imagine most definitely. Oh, but I don't think she remembers that she is
She
responsible
did it.
for it.
Yeah, because he blocked it. But now she's going to find out through her father.
Jean is totally erased from all this.
Yeah, not a single picture of her. Just a wife missing.
Jean?
All these photos, none of me.
Yes, I've noticed that too.
I don't even know what she is.
I do.
Then you'll take her.
You didn't even say goodbye.
I didn't get a chance to say goodbye to your mother. You want to come in? Come all the way in. Don't forget what you did.
Can she see memories?
I think she can read him thinking about it, like, right? Like, he'd remember, so now he's watching, she's watching his mind. Yeah, it's his POV.
Gotta be that close to her dead body and trapped.
And to be watching it from his perspective of pain.
Stop it.
It's not me. It's them.
Good thing the neighborhood's noticing this.
Good thing there was a street nearby big enough for the jet.
There's not one neighbor being like, what the hell's going on
What the hell is a jet outside?
Fucking.
You told me my father was dead, and you used me for my powers.
No, that's
the most
not
Xavier
true. It's
anyone's
not
ever
what
looked.
happened.
Bishop Power.
Easter egg.
You lied to me, Scott, about everything.
We'll figure everything out together. Just come back to me. Remember, you said you'd always come back to me.
It's my whole role in all these movies. I'm your fucking boyfriend.
I do nothing but love you.
That's all I do, and sometimes blast something.
My arc, love you. Love you more, love you no matter what.
Stay away from me!
Wow, they went to town on destroying cars.
Charles, wait.
The Red Hook police.
Cool.
Nice. Nice.
I love the team dynamics. They do really cool team stuff in this. Faster than Quicksilver. Ooh, that would mess him up.
Oh, God. Good thing no one lives in this neighborhood.
At all.
Stop!
We've got the shot. I'm taking. No, you're not. I'm sorry, Hank. I want Raven to have a chance.
You just keep making the wrong calls, dude.
Yeah, man.
I told you to stay away.
That's never gonna happen.
Great wire work. The hair.
So come home. Let me take care of you.
No, you can't. You can't. You don't.
Although in the close-ups, it's a weird digital hair thing.
Well, it's like flowing,
Yeah.
like on underwater.
Charles, you and your calls.
Dude. I was just thinking Jennifer Lawrence is doing such good work in this compared to especially how much she didn't seem to care about Apocalypse. That was actually heartbreaking.
She knew it would be her final scene.
Yeah.
Did like the whip pan to reveal like just on her face. And then
Yeah.
you pull back and start seeing
And then
some
everyone
blood.
gets unfrozen and we join them.
Wow, I love the way it's shot.
Acting through that makeup and contacts is incredible.
It's so like tight and intimate, and trusting the makeup.
Yeah, that was an incredible scene.
I do find some of the dialogue kind of generic in a lot of those.
Sure.
It's a little like by the numbers like dialogue.
That's fair. And that we've had that problem with a lot of them.
But it's very much an overall much better than what people say about this movie, and I think better than Apocalypse by a lot.
War with ourselves. Raven had been waging that war for most of her life.
You blaming Mystique on your choice?
Raven died doing what she did best, helping a friend in need.
This looks so much like X-Men. God
I could
damn.
see the Jim Lee art.
She lives on through me, through us, and through the spirit of the X-Men.
Now it's much darker in here. We're all sad, so we kept the lights low.
That'd be so hard to navigate.
We can still help her. We can find her and bring her home. That's what we're gonna do, okay?
I wish the movie had spent a tiny bit more time with when she first came back and like getting some of the wonder and the good of like, oh, I'm feeling good.
Yeah,
And,
because
like,
there's an arc in the comic that leads to Dark Phoenix.
yeah, have some fun with it.
That was not Jean. Not the Jean I know.
You want to believe people are something that they are not. And then by the time you realize who they are, it's too late.
Now they're a big part of the channel.
Trapped. 20 reactions of MCU to go. 30. Live streams, podcast.
This movie's just a bunch of scenes of Charles making bad calls.
You know what? I'm a drink.
I hope that railing on me 5 minutes after I put my foster sister in the grave has made you feel a
This isn't about me. You know what? I know what I did wrong, okay, Charles? She was gonna leave. Raven was gonna leave, and I talked her out of it.
This is so well acted.
It
dude.
really is, the two of them.
God damn.
This whole time, we've been trying to protect these kids from the world when really we should have been protecting them from you.
Yeah, I love that they commit to making Charles a bit of a bad guy in this movie.
This movie's been like forgotten. Like there's so many things. I'm like, they did so well because
Love Charles' arrogance there, the pent up like rage and blame that Beast was feeling.
you feel so much on his face.
Like, that did not feel like cliche dialogue.
No, that writing was great.
Especially when he tries flipping it in that moment when he's getting defensive, being like, I hope, like, you feel better about it. I just buried my foster sister. Now there's like specific wording to guilt him back.
And then him not accepting it and knowing how to still hurt him.
Yeah, that was really well done scene, dude.
And well directed.
And I like that they chose a smaller kitchen for the mansion to make it a more like tight space, intimate
sequence.
Yeah, that's a good call, man. It's a good scene. Fuck the haters.
So far, enjoying this quite a bit.
Now the top comment's going to be, you guys are stupid.
Oh, these idiots like this that didn't like it. How dare they like this thing we don't like?
We just want to get an accurate picture of who Jean is.
Tell us about when you gave her to the mutant.
Are they cops? Are they like they take over cops?
I think they're acting as cops, but
how'd they get on there? Did they take over cops that allowed them to get in? I have questions.
They must have. They should have just been Skrulls. If they'd been Skrulls, this movie would be a lot better.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Gray, but I need to know everything about her now.
I love how in her opening scene she's all in white. Now that she's bad, she's all in black.
Because it's so much easier to understand your language when you're not screaming.
What exactly are the powers?
Little twisty twist.
They can shapeshift and bend physics or something? What are they doing?
Villains, not great. Charles as a villain, pretty great.
I'm remembering some facts that like they had to do some reshoots in the end because of the things with the scroll, and they had to reshoot a bunch of that shit.
Yeah,
to make sense why that's like undoubtedly some of the weakest stuff in this movie.
Yeah. Release the Kinberg cut. Cool.
Good wire work again.
Why are you here?
I don't remember them having much.
Fassbender in general.
Did they have scenes in the last movie together?
I care about you. Well, I think anytime there's a Brotherhood recruit, it kind of works out.
They're not accustomed to uninvited guests. Please.
Fassbender's physicality is fascinating.
Fascinating Fassbender.
Fascinating.
It's been a while.
But you did.
Yes. What did you come here to ask me?
How did you stop?
I've lived with vengeance my whole life.
He just looks like a cool cult leader guy now.
Yeah.
Jay Nicholas.
I'd follow him.
Oh, there's dog tags there or something?
Killed whatever I thought would make pain go away. Didn't. No matter how many souls I sent under.
You need some light in here.
So I stopped.
I don't know how to stop. I don't know what's happening. When I lose control, things happen. Bad things.
That's been most of her lines, Coy.
I think she has said that to a few people.
When it's dark, it gets darker. When
I do it, I do.
When I do something bad, bad stuff happens.
We've got military inbound.
Stay here.
His extreme, the director's extreme close-ups are very effective. This movie's shot very intimately.
I remember something being really off here.
I remember being bothered by the fact that he just invents mutants when there's so many mutants he could have used, but I don't remember why that bothered me so much, but I'm curious if that's here.
Pretty awesome.
Unannounced. Not invited. Look, I know who you are. I don't want to fight.
No, you don't.
And like I said, we're not here for you. We're here for a girl who gave up those rights when she attacked a squad of police officers. They have families too. Guess you didn't hear about that.
Finally got his answer. Trying not to react.
We don't get the news out here, Captain.
Still doesn't know about Raven.
I said stop that right now.
It's not me.
It's me.
Why would you present yourself?
It's a cool way to show that she's stronger than Magneto, even with metal.
Yeah, he's really struggling.
Him trying to save lives. What a cool reversal.
They all just fuck off. Because there was nothing off in that scene.
I liked that scene a lot.
There was something there that I was like...
I thought that was really cool to show power scaling, and it's familiar imagery with Magneto, but in a different way.
Go! Leave this place!
I need your help. I thought you protected mutants here.
I am protecting them.
From you now.
Yeah, you just kind of messed up your whole, sanctuary boat.
Go!
I mean, you shouldn't have revealed yourself. They're still going to be punished, though.
Yeah, they're still going to come back to Genosha.
This coming on the heels of the Jean Grey incidents, which, after destroying 2 communities and attacking police and military personnel,
Everything he was afraid of because of a choice he made.
He's wearing green, like his green.
It's green. It's the color he wears sometimes. Green.
The green suit. I associate him with a green suit.
No, yeah, the green is a thing for him.
Mr. Xavier, this phone will no longer be operational.
Oh, how petty.
There's no need to throw away everything that we've accomplished. You have to give us a chance.
Answers just to let him know.
What a little bitchy move.
Make sure we get him one. Tell him.
authorities are urging citizens to keep their distance. Any sighting should be reported to the police immediately.
I like just the Xavier Jean stuff as the plot. Like, we don't need the Shi'ar. Dabari.
Give me another.
Who's this guy? I don't think the movie's ever going to tell us.
Hello, Jean.
What now?
She masking her appearance? Oh, so everyone perceives her as...
Are you a scared little girl who answers to a man in a chair? Or are you the most powerful creature on the planet?
This would be her scene she puts on the Tonight Show.
Who do you play? I'll show you.
You're the girl who everyone abandons.
Maybe they had good reason.
Because what's inside you? You're afraid of it because you think it makes you bad, evil.
Naughty.
Charles, hey, Hank's not in class.
Oh, no.
Hank's not in class.
Did you check his quarters?
Yeah, he's not there either.
He's just having a shit couple days.
I've been at peace. Why does this always happen?
Where are the rest of them? No, I'm alone. What, no Charles?
Oh, he finds out from him Raven died. That's more personal.
I want you to help me find Jean.
I have no reason to find her.
Not for me. Do it for Raven.
She send you?
You don't know.
No what, Hank?
If he's dead, Jean killed her.
Wow, and watching all the movies back to back, that does land.
Especially because it's
him up. Yeah.
a future stolen because if we see his relationship in the old timeline.
And I like how this is the thing that unites them.
Yeah.
I need you to
that
help
frame
me
is gorgeous.
Find Jean.
If I find her, I'll kill her.
I know.
Damn.
She's bringing out the darkness in everyone.
She is a dark Phoenix.
That is true.
This is what you wanted to show me?
No, this is what I want to show you.
What are you?
All powers when needed.
I don't understand.
We get one new power a scene.
What entered
Pretty
you in
much.
space was not a solar flare, and it was not an accident. It was drawn to you.
Okay, so they did kind of allude to that.
Okay.
A pure and unimaginably powerful cosmic force. We saw it enter you in space. We were there, Jean.
You guys, you didn't see us?
We were right behind you. Look in the rear view.
Like a couple lanes behind you, Betty.
Pretty big ship.
And the flame that consumed my world.
You can feel where they reshot, like, in this house, this scene.
No.
Until you.
Why me?
Because you're stronger than you know. Because you're special, Jean.
Dude, she is a terrible villain.
Yeah.
Or whatever the fuck she's supposed to be in this movie.
Harness that power to create whole new worlds.
Really just brings the energy of the movie down.
If without this subplot, it's such a stronger film. She feels like Viper in that Wolverine movie.
She's just like a nothing character. You get Jessica Chastain to just be like the most emotionless thing in the world.
I told you they could never understand you. And what they don't understand, they fear. And what they fear,
They seek to destroy.
Did Raven suffer?
Yeah, the lack of depth in the dialogue makes some of them, I would say some of the scenes feel like they should hit harder.
Then they feel.
They were like, I feel like they're thinking the scenes hit hard.
Yeah.
But I'm like, but the kind of generic dialogue makes
But then we come back to stuff like this, and I'm like, oh, right, the movie.
Yeah.
There's been a sighting of the girl.
Where?
New York.
Of course.
We'll have eyes on the ground when we get there.
It's weird. I was just in New York, and I came here to talk to you.
Flew all the way across the world, but I'll be back. I've noticed that with McAvoy, Fassbender, and a lot of these actors that really love the character, they don't do a lot of inserts. It's actually them, like, that helmet moment and reveal was his hands, and lesser movies, they often do over coverage because, like, the actors are just doing their, like, dialogue.
Good point.
Like, that was Fassbender's, like, investment.
Oh, they build Legos.
Big fans.
We know where Jean is.
I thought you said you couldn't track her. It wasn't me who found her.
It was Eric. Hank's with him. They're on their way to her.
That's a cool nod to his costume.
Scott and I will go and fight for Jean without you. End of discussion. Storm, I have lost so many of the people I love. I'm not going to ask you to go.
I am.
Okay.
But I will. I'm Scott. I'm the leader of the X-Men.
Okay. This makes no sense why you wouldn't ask her. They're better if there's people with less powers around to take on Jean.
I'll show you our destination.
that would work. We've
It
made
does
it pretty.
now. We got to turn the runtime
All
down.
right,
Coy.
we gotta just bam.
Let
We'll
it
just
fucking
bam.
let it go, buddy.
I see it.
That's how he sees. That's how Nightcrawler gets around now.
There you go. I feel like a lot of my goodwill's about to go away. I feel like this is...
It's okay, Coy. Don't worry, man. Hang in there.
feels like the third act's about to dip for me.
Violent freaks fighting on the streets of New York.
What did I tell you?
Damn it, man. Your homeland will be gone. Everything you care about.
Save it. If you touch her, I will fucking kill you.
Whoa. They gave him the F word.
Killing Jean will not bring
They realized they
Raven
didn't need a lot to do. They're like, we'll give you the F word to compensate.
Oh, it begins. Got
Beast's great enemy, traffic.
Got like a Frogger fight scene going on. Wow, you can teleport here, but you can't teleport across the street. Can't just teleport.
Which you can see. You can see it.
Kurt, I need you.
Just fucking leave Charles in the middle of traffic.
In a wheelchair. They just left. What is happening?
Get me inside.
Cool.
You're not the only one who can control minds.
Damn. You know what? I actually kind of dig the set piece. It's like fucking traffic and then just a fight to get across the street. There's something pretty enjoyable about it.
I do like the team dynamics. I also like that New York feels like people live in it.
Oh, and he created that visor.
Cool.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's cool. You know what? Yeah, it's
This
pretty
is
dope.
working for me.
It's pretty dope.
You're not gonna let them. You're gonna fight back.
Good job, Jessica Chastain.
Appreciate you telling us that. Those lines were riveting.
Feel the power inside you. That power is you.
Wow. Cool.
Yeah, you'd be doing everyone a service if you kill Jean, though. Ah, awesome. Awesome.
Fassbender's
Awesome.
presence, man. It's incredible.
Just when we thought the movie was going to suck balls.
I know whose blood that was.
You cast me out. Now you come here to kill me?
That's right.
I think Simon Kinberg likes the storyline of Phoenix, but I don't think he really knows how to write Jean or Phoenix.
And that's pretty...
She's never...
Let me show you how.
I feel like Sophie Turner really gives her all in this movie, even in more complex scenes, but she's not particularly that interesting of a character.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
We also didn't really get to know Jean first, again.
Oh, that's the one thing keeping him together. What was your plan here, Magneto?
I don't think you realized how OP she is now.
I mean, she completely overpowered him with the helicopters.
Yeah.
Cut!
That was cool.
Cut! Cut! You all right? No! Jean, please!
You have no idea who I am.
I've raised you since you were a little girl. I think I do.
She's not your little girl anymore.
What are you?
God, I love McAvoy.
He's so good at even that dialogue.
Yeah. I love that beat. They took.
Walk to me.
You know I can't.
Oh, it's so disconcerting.
Please, Jean!
Oh, that's such a good effect. That is so messed up.
What a strange, like, I wonder how they practice this.
I mean, his physicality, like in Split and everything. He does crazy stuff.
What you choose to do with your gift, it's entirely up to you.
This could be your new home. We could be your new family.
Is Quicksilver just injured?
Yeah, he got messed up when he was running and got tossed and ripped himself up.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's like 50 now, so he doesn't heal.
Hey, yeah, you know, you gotta stretch.
Ways that you can't.
She can't be helped. She's a lost cause.
Yeah.
As long as there's someone to care for her who believes, then there's still hope.
You should have played out the rest of that memory when you were with your dad.
I like how McAvoy grows out his eyebrows to play Xavier, because his eyebrows are always crazy in the comics. It's like a weird little detail I love.
I knew you were still in there.
He just showed you your past. Follow me into your future.
Dude.
Person I just met that hasn't given me a reason to do anything.
If Jessica Chastain can get paid so much money for roles like this, all of us can.
I traveled.
This is the role every actor dreams of getting.
then take it.
How would you like to do a role with no emotion at all?
And you work with legends.
I'll try.
I'm only pointing this out, guys, because she is like undoubtedly a
incredible
phenomenal actor. So
Like
yeah,
Molly's game is not showing up today.
It's like it's just so crazy. Like this is nothing. Damn, you guys just been fighting out here?
Your lives mean nothing. Your world will be ours.
You kill us all. Jean, you have to let go. Jean, let go.
What's happening?
Jean!
Oh. Found her
Cyclops did
weakness.
some.
Found her fucking weakness.
Concussive blasts.
Jean, Charles is wrong. I don't know. I can't read her mind.
Come on, out! Hey, get out! Come on, out! You get it, come on!
Oh my god, being treated like animals.
Yeah, and the power dampening collars. This is how they get dragged into Deadpool 2.
Is William Stryker around here?
We need Stryker. Is there a Wolverine cameo?
Like, there's not even like menace behind it, you know?
No. It's a really bad villain.
Like, my favorite movie is The Terminator 2, which is about two emotionless robots trying to kill each other.
But there's something
But
to
there's
it.
something underneath them, you know?
This is not. The third act does fall apart.
They're trying a little too much.
I just don't
There's
like
too much emphasis on this shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know why we're putting so much focus on this. I don't even know if there were scrolls what that would fucking do. Like I don't feel like we need any of it. Like,
MCU. Yeah, I think it just doesn't work as a B plot at all.
I would never do anything intentionally to hurt her. That isn't me, and this is not Jean. We can still save her. She's still Jean inside.
Then what do you do to the power?
Has had a taste of that power, and she'll be coming back for more. She'll be coming back for Jean. She'll kill her to get it. But I promise you, the killing will not end there.
Yeah, I think having that fucking Jessica Chastain and making it feel like this thing is so externally something else and not Jean undercuts it.
Yeah, if they'd had this a Phoenix movie that didn't have an alien, like the space stuff minus the aliens that are now on this train is a great thing and by itself. You don't need this.
Like the conflict is compelling because it's also
Someone you
Jean.
care about.
Yeah, but when they're like, no, we just gotta like extract something out of her. Even though I don't feel like that's the conclusion of the movie, it's more compelling when it is like part of her.
And then Xavier gets to be more of the villain.
What?
It would have been cool if they were like the Brood, like a big parasite race, like that wanted the power of the Phoenix, but then they could be silent. But whatever this is, ain't working.
Well, their powers are all over the place.
Oh, yeah. She showed her the space in the hotel room. I don't know what that was about.
How come that guy was able to get shot by bullets, but then the other guy couldn't get shot by bullets?
In the same sequence? I don't know. I think one was like a depowerer and one was bullets. I don't know.
What's the difference to them?
That's fair.
How does one affect the physicality other than... Yeah. Look, he survived bullets.
That guy had wind and bullets against him up top. I don't know.
Something about that fucking gun. That
Strong
gun,
bullets.
the stronger gun.
All right, so use that gun.
Yeah, use that gun. Or
shoot him with the big gun.
Yeah, the big gun works.
There you go,
better.
big gun. Remember the big gun? Oh, no, you lost your big gun.
What's the difference with the big gun? One of you guys who loves this movie unconditionally, tell us why.
The big gun, big bullets.
What Raven would have.
Get herself killed.
Turn blue and get herself killed.
Oh, fucking good stunt work there.
This
God
is
damn.
sick. That's Beast. That's like
This is
moving
Beast.
like Beast.
Nice.
Yeah, that's sick. Oh, woohoo! Sick.
Oh, the Mind Reader. Magneto really cared about her. You know, that person.
That character that we knew.
This is the most Cyclopsing Cyclops has ever got a Cyclops.
By a lot. And Storm. Like, she's like surfing
Yeah,
the
this is
sky.
fucking cool
and like,
shit, man. Yeah.
And that wire work's impressive.
No, please. Don't die.
Well, why'd you hesitate for so long to pull him away? Good men. I mean, I suppose the merit is a good excuse to watch them kill people. Once the X-Men started fighting, the sequence became a lot better.
Oh yeah, always. And the same one in the street.
And this is the coolest Cyclops is in all the movies, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
including the Martian one. This is the coolest it's ever been.
Cool.
This is great choreography, man. Goddamn.
Oh, sick. That lived.
Oh, that was sweet. That was awesome.
Cool. Whoa.
Awesome. That was cool. The reveal that came through that little
Yeah,
duct.
through that little hole. His run is cool. Yeah. Man, I wish we got that Magneto movie.
Love how that sequence started off with like, man, these fucking aliens are stupid, and then once the X-Men started fighting, like, wow,
This is pretty cool.
Pretty sweet.
Kind of like this sequence.
No, man. Why don't you guys learn? You need the big gun.
Your big gun always.
You need big gun or
Found a big gun.
Big gun. Big gun, take care of problem.
There you go. Look at him go. Uh-oh, fast guy versus big gun. We lost big gun too.
Lost big gun part 2. No. You need concussive blaster and big gun.
Yep, combo.
I like where you're slicing.
Protecting them. Cool Cyclops beat.
I have no desire to fight you.
I get that a lot.
You wanted her dead.
I had a change of heart.
That's a cool reversal.
Look at that shot.
Especially from like X-Men 1 to now. What the fuck?
Just dropping off. Some of the best X-Men action.
It is, though. It really.
I'm so sorry for what I did to you.
I know.
All I ever wanted was to protect you and give you what you deserve. What every child deserves.
This and Wild Wild West, my 2 movies.
I've been defending it for years. I feel very seen.
People are like, this is such a terrible
It's
movie.
middle of all the X-Men, and that's impressive.
I know you did what you did out of love. I forgive you.
Woo!
She mastered the concussive blast.
What is that?
Protect my family.
The wire work in this and the special effects.
And to bring her back to the beginning of the movie, she created a little protective sphere now.
And protecting her family. She couldn't protect her family then.
Yup. I see you, screenwriter Simon Kinberg, writing stuff, arcing stuff.
Could have been some dialogue punch-ups, but I like the arc.
That's what happens when the writer and director are the same.
Doing a lot of stuff.
They don't often consult a punch-up writer. This is my vision, baby.
And here we are. Could have gotten rid of the Dabari altogether, but here we are.
I mean, his hand was forced on a couple things here, though.
I mean, the fights are worth it to have the Dabari plot. I'll give him that, because those were great fights.
Are they called that?
I think so. They said Dabari at one point. Like the first time you meet the bunch of them.
They just made up.
I don't know, Dabari. I would have gone Brood. I would have gone Skrull. I could have gone Shi'ar and had it be like they're kind of invade, but that ties into Xavier too much.
Yeah, doesn't he like marry one of them or something?
Yeah, Cassandra, or Lalandra, I mean.
Oh, T-1000 runs.
We got some runs.
We got T-1000 runs.
Before the snap, we had the Phoenix dusting.
Hey, Phoenix dusting was in Last Stand. These are good fucking special effects, man.
Yeah, they really are.
Like, how could you bitch about that? That looks good.
And it's got a flavor. Like, it's got style to it. I
like the conflict of this moment because it's supposed to be heroic, but
she's fairly malevolent and
terrifying.
Yeah.
It's just actually really scary.
Pure evil choices for good.
I am miscellaneous.
Back to the stealing of this thing that only I can do, I guess, for a reason.
Everything at once.
Yeah, do it, though.
No, I liked being choked.
You want this power, you're gonna get it.
Jean!
No, can't do the last stand again.
We'll show it, though. We'll actually...
Can't control it. If you kill me, you'll kill them all.
That would have been so funny. Just fucking kill off Cyclops all over
Kill all
again.
the X-Men and the franchise.
Make you weak.
No, that's not true.
You're wrong. My emotions make me strong.
Yeah, you see, like, shit dialogue like that.
Yeah, the big moment, I'm like...
It's just too cliche. Like,
real on the nose.
There's a lot of really cliche dialogue.
Prince Page.
Yeah. I think I got my point across.
There it is. I wonder if they'll get the subtleties.
Phoenix. She had a Phoenix.
She had one.
Beast. Growl. Growl, beast, growl.
Cool.
More Phoenixing.
She's gone.
Yep.
Yep.
She's right.
What'd you say?
I don't know. Jean Grey.
Was he about to say she's really gone?
I don't know why.
And then he like cut himself off?
Yeah, because she comes back.
Like, she's
a Phoenix.
Simon Kinberg was at the premiere going, ooh, wrong take. Shit.
They already canceled the next one anyway.
Without you, I am nothing.
What does my character do now without yelling Jean?
I
Oh,
know
I forgot
who
about
I
that.
am now. I am not simply what others want me to be. I am not destined to a fate I can't control. I evolved beyond this world.
Who are you talking to?
This is not the end of me
How are you talking?
or the X-Men.
Sure about that?
It's a new beginning.
In the MCU?
Slow down.
He's back.
First.
Quentin Quire, I think, kind of. He's got his hair cut.
She was in that suit, too. It's a photo they took of her on set that day.
They only got Jennifer Lawrence for 5 days. Oh, Alfred's going to see Xavier. He's going to be like, oh, you're happy.
I think the next movie was going to be about all the kids being upset that they changed it to Jean Grey School for...
Just jealous.
Just being like, the one who murdered Mystique?
Crazy. McAvoy was really forthcoming about talking about a fifth one with him and Fassbender, and I was so fascinated. And now, after seeing this movie, I wanted so much more.
Yeah, man, they're going to have their chess match. At least he wrote this like this might be the final one.
Yeah.
What are you doing here, Alec? Came to see an old friend. Fancy a game?
I do like the old friend throughout all of them.
Not today, thank you. Long time ago, you saved my life. Then you offered me home. I'd like to do the same for you.
Where?
Asteroid M.
Oh.
Just one game. Rope time soon. I go easy on you.
No, you weren't.
She was just zipping around, no one noticing. The fucking plane about to crash! Oh my god!
You know, better than I remembered. I'm gonna say it.
I already was like, I remember this not being as bad as everyone said, and that is even better.
Better than I remembered, and
Yeah.
I thought highly of it. That was better than that is middle X-Men, maybe top of middle. That is like the 6th or 7th best one.
This has so many more standout scenes than
most of them.
Wolverine, Apocalypse, and Last Stand. If we're talking,
you agree it's better than Last Stand. I get so much crap for that
named
take.
those other movies because I put this above all those movies.
I'd say
easily.
I think even though the villain problem is the same as the Wolverine, I'd even put it above the Wolverine. The one that's 2/3 good. Because I think this
Don't know if I can meet you there.
But I think the team dynamics are really well done. I think it's obviously better than X-Men Origins Wolverine. I think it's right at the same level as the Wolverine, but the team dynamics and seeing Xavier in a new way and a lot of like shades of the comics, I think it just above that for me.
Well, I'm not here to debate you on
I'm just saying that's where I stand.
That is your feeling?
Yes, that is my
and
feeling.
I'm glad we agree on
3 out of
of
yeah,
this
that is not bad.
Yeah.
I had a great time. I think it's the only X-Men without Wolverine in it.
It is. That's why I made you so happy.
Yeah, you guys know my vendetta against Hugh Jackman personally.
We clearly didn't think it was perfect. There was like plenty of things we were criticizing throughout, but
It's
man,
like a B-.
There's actual scenes there's like nothing in like Last Stand. I feel like is a fun movie with like a good Hank McCoy, but there's no sequence in that movie like that fucking sequence. This movie had so many times,
tons of them.
This sequence right here, this scene between these people right here. Yeah, that was then like. Yeah, I thought that was great. I thought there was a lot of great stuff in here, and
a lot of flaws too, but
a
overall,
lot of weak stuff. You know, and some characters got sidelined. The action, like we said in the end, some of the best X-Men action too.
Even at the cost of like a dumb villain, I was like, but the action got us these villain scenes. Like the villains brought us the action sequences, so it's worth it.
Yeah, and
Storm got to be Storm. Cyclops got to be Cyclops.
MCU could still do a Phoenix storyline and do a more stronger,
they could finally do it,
They could do a
and
better
also
one
do
too.
Jean first. Let us know Jean. That's why I hope that she is in Spider-Man, because I want to know Jean for a long enough time that the Phoenix matters.
Yeah, but I'm okay with Cyclops just being Jean's boyfriend.
That's all he does. Even at his last scene in the universe is hanging up a sign that says Jean.
There's some characters I feel that's the thing with Simon. It dawned on me at some point in this movie of that's between like a Simon Kinberg versus a James Gunn when you're talking about big ensembles. Is even though James Gunn has like a certain type of style with humor and reverency and whatever, he only writes characters that he actually loves.
Yeah,
he writes ensembles with characters he loves, and I don't feel like Simon Kinberg loves every X-Men character
and
he's fucking forced to write in these movies.
And I think the X-Men 97 writers love all the X-Men they put on the roster.
1000%.
And so it's like there's a team.
That's very important that I know they just got some writers, but whoever.
The Bear and the Beef writers.
They have to make sure that they love these characters.
Do you know what both those shows are? Good ensembles.
Never seen any of them.
You haven't seen The Bear or Beef?
Never seen any of them.
Well, they're both good at putting the in front of it.
They win a lot of awards,
the
a lot of
X-Men,
recognition.
The Bear, The Beef.
Yeah.
They're both ensemble shows where like there's really good dynamics for everybody.
Yeah. And that's where I think Simon Kinberg's biggest flaw comes in. It's because sometimes you're like, that seemed great, but then like,
what is this
you're like,
dialogue?
yeah, you never really knew how to write Storm.
And
or
the villains,
fucking,
the villain dialogue was rough.
Yeah. But yeah, I
had a great time.
I feel like this movie got like unfairly hated. I remember this came out after it was announced that X-Men was leaving Fox, or Fox had just got bought, so they knew this was going to get rebooted.
And then it just kind of got dumped.
It got dumped. It was also fucking 2019 when MCU was in its heyday, so it was getting compared
everybody's
a lot
like,
to
why
that.
isn't it? Yeah.
There's a lot of different comparisons time, but if you're looking at this in terms of the X-Men movies, nah, man, this is way above a lot of them.
Yeah, I had a really good time with it again.
That was very enjoyable, and even when we were making fun of it, I was having fun making fun of it.
I was kind of worried because I've defended it for so long and I haven't rewatched it. I was like, what if I had that, like when you go to a premiere, like I left Love and Thunder like that wasn't so bad, and then like I rewatched Love and Thunder. This I was so afraid would be that thing where the premiere made it joyous, but this was actually a good time.
I had a great time with you, man.
This was fun.
This was a fun time, a dark time, but a good time.
We rose from the ashes and we saw Dark Phoenix.
It still feels like it ended the X-Men franchise.
It did.
It did feel like it ended it. All right, guys. Well, that's it for today. What do you think? How wrong are we?
Well, let us know. I'm sure you will.
Generally, that's what happens. The top comments always.
We'll pin it.
That's what we attract here at this channel.
Just people judging
people who
our,
just disagree with us in the top comments.
It's not like it's our opinion, but by all means.
That's how it goes. All right. We'll see you guys soon. Peace.